This video brought to you in part by Tommy and the Order of Cosmic Champions. This exciting and heartwarming coming-of-age Gen X novel is available now. Check the link for more info. After such a long dry spell of releases of little tabletop and handheld arcade toys, we're finally starting to see a little bit of break in the dam. There's a trickle to new releases. We just saw some new stuff from My Arcade with more on the way. I just took a look at that Replicade Missile Command from New Wave Toys. Hadn't seen a new one of those in a while. And so that's got me in the mood to review some of the toys that came out a couple of years ago that I never got around to, but I picked up and was very interested in. Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I am John, and I am a Gen X Grown Up. Thank you for the click. The gadget that I want to take a look at today is one that I bought but never opened. Boardwalk Arcade release of Pop-A-Shot from Super Impulse. Now, this is not an arcade machine, but it's definitely something you would have seen in an arcade, kind of like a whack-a-mole, which I think there's one of those out there too. I've been intrigued by this one ever since I first saw it, and I'm still seeing these in Cracker Barrels here and there, so I'm interested in knowing whether or not it's something I should keep in my collection or move on to the next thing. Let's head to the table and check it out. I've always been intrigued by these little Boardwalk Arcade toys. I guess they're games, toys, kind of gadgets, desk toys, whatever. I've been focusing a lot on the arcade games because that's kind of where my heart lies, but these are very intriguing to me. This one is like brand new. It still has the demo mode thing in it. Oh, now it's making noise. Okay. I mean, you can see the whole unit inside, so why don't we just open it up and check out the unit itself, huh? Inside, here's our little toy and some propaganda. We have that Super Impulse catalog of all the cool tiny things that they have, but it's kind of old, so ditch that. And this is instructions. Yeet! Those are gone. All right, let's turn our attention then to the little Pop-A-Shot. So this is the basketball game that you would play, probably to earn tickets, I'm guessing. And you can pretty much see what we got going on here. We have a little D-pad with a couple of buttons. We have a screen and a little score readout up at the top, kind of on the backsplash. Around back, we just have a little power on-off switch, so let's flip it on. All right. So I think from this angle, if I just hold it in my hand, you'll be able to see pretty well, and you can see the screen there and the scoreboard. You have the little D-pad for navigation, and you pick a different type of game. There's some options in here as well. Turn the announcer, sound effects, volume, stuff like that on. And though, look, don't tell anybody, I kind of peeked in the instructions because I know how to play this game. Even though I threw them away, it's effectively... 3, 2, 1, go! They say the D-pad moves the ball, and the right button shoots, although I have not experienced moving the ball does anything. So it's maybe just an exercise in spamming this button, which in and of itself can be fun. And in this mode, it's like 30 seconds or something. The last 10, everything is a 3, I think. 10 seconds remaining. And those are all 3s, so as they go in, yeah. Nice. Oh, a bonus round. I don't know what that is. How'd that happen? So, I mean, see, I can move the ball, but to what end? Just mash the button, monkey. And your game is over. And check this out, it actually saves high scores. I verified by turning it off and back on. Look, in between here, there's a score, and there's John, another one that I did. I tried it before. It absolutely saves all the scores. Real quick interruption. Listen, if you enjoy the kind of content we put out on Gen X Grown Up, please consider supporting us financially by either clicking the thanks down below or going to Patreon and pledging there. You may or may not have heard that I recently lost my career of 16 years, and I'm doubling down trying to put everything into Gen X Grown Up. So to make that last, I need your help. I'll put a link to my vlog up in the corner if you want to learn more. That's all. I just wanted to say that. Back to the video. The other games are a variety of the same game, basically. Skeet shooting, you shoot when it tells you to, and every time you miss, the game is over, you got to keep going. Double or Nothing is interesting because every basket counts double as long as you keep your streak alive. So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, but if you miss for a few seconds, then it goes back to 2. So, again, I know there's a power meter on the right-hand side, and that's supposed to mean something. I just do some combination of mashing the buttons and mashing the buttons and moving the D-pad, but I don't think that's doing anything. And the score can go up pretty fast here. It's 16, 24. 40, oh, 88. Whew, look at that. Hey, that's when time travel begins, if I recall correctly. And again, you put your high score in. This is the kind of game like you're going to pass back and forth between your buddies to try to one-up one another. You know, it's look at all the high scores that saved in there. Like everything should save high scores. Oh my goodness.
Game over.
Probably the most interesting one is Hit the Basket, which simulates the Pop-A-Shot game where the basket's kind of moving back and forth. But it's just moving from 3 positions that it can be, and it's here in the center. Oh, moves over to the side, and I can kind of guide the balls in that direction, but like I don't know that it matters. It's just dumb fun, is all it is. Kaboom! The personality is probably the best thing about this. The voice samples encouraging you and goading you and making fun of you. Kaboom! Just spam that button. Move the ball vaguely. Like the D-pad doing angle or anything? I can't tell. Maybe there's some finesse you could learn. It's just a button masher. It's like the first time you ever played Mortal Kombat and you just pushed every button to see what would happen. And then it's over. And put in your score. Boom. Pop-A-Shot! This is just goofy fun. That's it. I wouldn't say it's so much a game as it is a gadget that you play with. Yeah, it's keeping score, and yet it keeps the high scores. Good job on you, Super Impulse, with your little boardwalk line. And I wasn't interested in the other items like this before, but now I am. I'm gonna go back and look for, I think there's a whack-a-mole, maybe a fishing something, I'm not sure. I'm gonna check them out. You don't wanna pay too much for it. It's definitely something that you wanna pass around with friends because you're not gonna have that much fun trying to beat your own high score, but bragging rights on that high score board where it saves, that's a lot of fun. So, you know, I think for the value, I'm gonna put this right at about 2.25 tokens out of 5. It is dumb fun, but the thing that really sold it for me was all the voice samples. The announcer who's screaming at you, telling you you gotta get it in the basket, you gotta try to score some goals, and he's making fun of you and heckling you. That's something I haven't heard in a gadget like this before, and it brings a lot of life to what otherwise could have been a pretty bland little digital toy. If you like these little tabletop and handheld toys, I'll put links to one I've covered here and here for you to check out as well. In the meantime, I really hope you found something to enjoy in this video, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.